So it's no secret that Roblox Creature Capture games are notoriously terrible when it comes to sticking to update and release dates. The 4 main Creature Capture games as of now, Eleon Adventures, Loomian Legacy, Tales of Tenorio, and Doodle World have seen multiple delays, and it has me believing this genre is cursed. So in this video, we'll be going through each of these games and talking about their biggest delays, starting with the most recent, Eleon Adventures. Okay, so to give a little backstory, Eleon Adventures is a new Creature Capture game that has a ton of hype behind it, to say the least. It's got really good creature designs, beautiful environments, and a shit ton of people excited for it. Pretty much everything a game in this genre could want. It was set to release on February 28th, but Eleon has this thing called Early Access, which, you guessed it, gives you early access to the game. The best tier, Early Access Plus, was going to allow you to play the game a week early, so February 21st, 2026, but on that day, we got this announcement. Hey everyone, Brandon here. I'll cut to the chase, we're delaying the game a bit. And to be completely honest with you, I really don't feel like reading all this shit out. All y'all need to know is that the game was delayed. This announcement came as a massive shock to the entire community. A ton of people were hyped for the game just for it to be delayed right before the people with early access were about to be able to play. To make matters even worse, during all the chaos, multiple fake Eleon's games showed up on Roblox, some even costing Robux to play. A lot of these games were also littered with scam game passes, and unfortunately a lot of people did fall for this. As of the script being written, it's been nearly 2 weeks since all this, and we've received barely any communication from the developers regarding anything about a new release date or just how everything's going in general. Hopefully Eleon's can get back on its feet soon, but a game that will never get back on its feet is Tales of Tenorio. TOT is the unfortunate result of a game that was extremely overhyped and released before it was actually ready. Tales of Tenorio, just like Eleon's, had its initial launch delayed, but not just once, but twice. The game was also frankly terrible on release, having multiple bugs, having no PvP and trading in sight, and just overall being clunky. So to fix all this, almost 2 years after launch, Tales of Tenorio decided it was time to clean up their game. You know, fix all that buggy code, redo some old and outdated Tenorians and overworld locations to make them look better, and basically just fix every problem the original game suffered from. So the relaunch was set to drop on January 17, 2026, and it did actually drop. Well, for about 45 minutes. Turns out the update meant to fix all the bugs ended up being a buggy mess itself. How ironic. Next up, let's talk about the most infamous game to be afflicted with the Roblox Creature Capture curse, Loomian Legacy. Loomian Legacy has suffered from a metric shit ton of delays. In fact, if I were to sit here and talk about all of them, this video would be like 20 minutes long just from that alone. So for today, we'll just talk about the most infamous delay, the Atlantean Part 2 delay in October 2023. So Atlantean City was this huge ass city that we had been waiting around 2 years for. We were originally supposed to get the whole thing at once, but at the last minute LTS decided to split the update into 2 parts. Atlantean City Part 1 released with no hiccups in May 2022, and everyone expected to see Atlantean Part 2 in maybe a couple months at the most. Turns out that didn't end up happening, so after waiting almost a year, Llama Train Studios announced that they wanted to drop Atlantean Part 2 that summer. Turns out that also didn't end up happening. But then they finally announced an actual release date, October 28th, 2023. So you know, on that day, everybody including me was hyped. We were all so ready to play this update and it was gonna be fucking amazing. Y'all really thought a Loomian Legacy update would come out on time? What is this, 2019? So yeah, Brad ended up dropping this announcement early in the morning saying that they simply weren't ready to release part 2 and that they're now planning to release it the following week. This ended up causing the biggest shit show in Loomian Legacy's history, and this is where that infamous Lucky HD tweet we've all seen a million times came from. Atlantean Part 2 did end up releasing on November 2nd, 2023 as said in that announcement, but this is where literally everybody's trust in the Loomian Legacy developers was broken once and for all. Truly a tragic story. You know what else is tragic? Me putting Doodle World in the thumbnail despite it not really having a big delay like all these other games. I'm pretty sure the Icy Ridge City update was delayed by like a month, but that's really all I could think of. I asked my friend Mizu, who's like a Doodle World no-life, and they said they don't recall it getting delayed. I mean, fuck if I know. I started this channel off Doodle World, but I honestly haven't consistently played it since like mid-2023. So that's about all you're getting out of me for this one. The video's already long enough anyway. So that's going to conclude this video on all the major delays in the big 4 Creature Capture games. I really appreciate you guys watching till the end. If you enjoyed this video, it would be pretty cool if you could drop a like and subscribe. It'd help me out a ton. I also have a Discord server with an Eleon Adventures early access giveaway in it, which ends in like a day, so if you're interested, I got a QR code up on screen, or you could join through the link in the description. Anyway, again, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. I love y'all. Peace.